Here. I am focusing on big muscles this week. So my workout today is a little variation of a boosting upper body workout. This is at home, so of course there's a certain amount of variations that have to occur when I work out at home versus at the gym. I love all the nice back exercises that my gym has, but at home it's very doable to get a great workout in. Now, a big part of my at-home back workouts tends to be pull-ups. And so my workout today is going to be very pull-up centric. First of all, I'm going to do a set of pull-ups, and then I'm going to do a set of dumbbell rows, and utilize my lat dumbbell rows. And then I'm going to do actually 3 sets of those. And I'm going to do another set of pull-ups, and then I'm going to do bent over rows with weight. 3 sets of those, and then I'm going to do another set of pull-ups, and then I'll do Bowflex rows for my rhombo weights, and then I'll finish up with another set of pull-ups. So for my first set, since I'm just getting going here, I've just done a little bit of a warm-up and running around my house getting all ready here. So not a super intense normal cardio warm-up, but definitely I've been up and moving all around getting ready for this workout. To videotape this workout for you, and then so I'm going to start off with a not super intense pull-up variation that's called an inverted pull-up. Now I have my squat rack and my bench set up to where it's low, and I'm going to do it on this bar. Now you may not have a bar that's low at home. There's pull-up accessories nowadays that you can buy for your doorway. A Perfect Pull-Up by the same company that makes the Perfect Push-Up has an inverted feature to it where you can pull the pull-up bar down, and it's at a nice waist level. You can do pull-ups. I'll show you those later on. Also, you can also do them on a swing set. I have a swing set in my backyard, so I'll go through that on my pull-up progression video. But for this video, I'm going to just show you how to do it here in my garage, on my squat rack or bench press setup here. So you can utilize like a bar, any bar at the gym, or a Smith machine is a great machine to do these on also. So it's not very high off the ground. This bar is about 3 feet off the ground. And what I'm going to do for my first set, I'm going to do underhanded, just a little bit, just about shoulder width apart. Now I'm going to do really to failure, so I'm going to do basically as many as I can do, and then we'll move into the first exercise, okay? So I get under the bar and place my hands just a little wider than shoulder width apart, and I'm going to put my legs out in front of me. Now this is more intense than if you can put your legs under you bent like this if you're more of a beginner, but for me, I'm going to hold my entire body weight up. I'm going to come all the way down almost to where I'm laying on the ground and pull myself up. So this is an inverted pull-up. And as I go along, they get a little harder, so I'm going to adjust so I can do a few more. See, that was really hard, so now I'm getting my feet closer in so I can do quite a few reps, and those get easier as I go on. Okay, so that was this warm-up kind of version. Hi, we're back. I'm going to do a dumbbell lat row for you. This is the second exercise of this series. So dumbbell lat row, I just did my pull-ups, and I'm going to do my dumbbell lat row. Now the important thing to remember on this is that we're working your lat, which is the outer aspect of your back. Right down here, kind of as you're doing it, you want to make sure you get a good stretch. Lats really respond to eccentric motion, which is the stretching motion. So you want to really make sure that you accentuate that aspect of your exercise, okay? So you're on the bench. Get nice and secure with your base. So you want your back nice and straight, and you want the weight hanging down low. Okay, now if good stretch, and then pull in just like you're starting the lawnmower. Okay, and I like to keep my head looking down. You can look up. This adds a little different dimension to the exercise. Helps you squeeze a little better. But for this first set, I'm just going to look down, really focus on lowering that weight down and kind of towards in front of me. Like as I come down, my dumbbell isn't going up and down straight like this. The dumbbell is stretching out in front of me, and then I'm pulling it back, okay? Kind of like on an angle, like a 45-degree angle. Now, as you pull it back, you really want to think about squeezing your upper arm into the side of your back, okay? And I'm just going to kind of go till failure on these again. This weight is a little light for me, but I don't have any dumbbells that are heavier than 30 pounds at home. So I'm just going to kind of go till failure on these so that I get a good exercise. Now you need to switch arms. So make sure you're good and secure, and row. Dumbbell, lat rows. One arm dumbbell, lat rows. And roll it into your side. Think about squeezing. Lower nice and slowly. Make sure you get a good stretch. Get that arm forward, and then pull back again. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale, squeeze, inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Lower slowly. Really squeeze that upper arm into that back. Good. I don't even know how many I've done. It's not till failure yet, so just keep on going until I feel that. Okay. Now we're boosting. So, sorry. The goal is to have full recovery in between your sets. So make sure you take a good breather. What I would recommend doing on these is, since you're alternating arms, is starting next time with your left arm, okay, and then doing your right arm, and keep on switching back and forth. Otherwise, you tend to favor one side over the other, and we want to make sure we keep both sides of our body symmetrical. And the best way to do that is by not always starting with the same side in exercises. And I know I talk about that a lot. With any single arm or single leg exercise, you want to make sure you vary which leg you're starting with, okay? So really full recovery just means that your heart rate has settled down again. I mean, you're not going to go back to like a resting heart rate, but just to where you're not really feeling it pound, and where you don't have any lactic acid buildup in those muscles. And so typically boosting workout, that's about 2 minutes. Now, I wouldn't typically sit here and just rest. I like to stretch, so stretching forward, and stretching that back out. I like to walk around the track at my gym. We have a track that kind of goes around the outside of the lifting area. I like to do that. I like to go get a drink, or go check my phone. Just something that's not just sitting there. I know when it gets busier at other gyms, sometimes it's hard to leave your little station. So definitely, if you need to stay in your little spot, the best thing to do would be to just stretch. Make sure you're getting a drink of water, and go from there. Okay, so now I'm ready to do my next set. I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna start with my left arm this time. So, and I'm gonna just do 10 this time. So, 1. This time I'm gonna look forward, really just make sure I'm challenging those muscles. Make sure I'm still using that same good form, stretching forward, squeezing that upper arm into the back. Make sure I'm breathing. I think that's about 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Now I'm going to just switch to the other side. Now make sure that you are challenging yourself on your weights on these. Typically I see people doing much too lightweight on their back exercises. Backs are very strong muscles. They rival legs almost, because they really are big muscles. So I'm going to look forward. So that was those 10. Okay, so that gives you a good idea of the pace on this boosting workout. So I'm gonna rest for just a couple more minutes, do one more set, and then I'm gonna do a set of pull-ups. So instead of boring you guys to death, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break here. I'll show you the next set of pull-ups, and we'll move inside for those on my regular pull-up bar. So